Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They feed him again. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. They'll go to the ground. Jumped on top of the pile.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, I got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. these guys. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going for it all. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Handoff to the lone back. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, it would be hard not to continue to feed this guy the rock. He just makes big plays. Last week you saw it, over 100 yards.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
First and goal, you know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. The thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and the pass hits, picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Now they'll try the right side. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Great timing there in that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick handoff. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first State, 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Reads it, fires complete. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wants to throw on second down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On third down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up fourth.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, though.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go to the fullback. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
How do you not respect the big things? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
First down for the offense.
Bowls his way forward. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This is a 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll go back to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He's looking to throw. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. On the option. He breaks a tackle. Now the pitch. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud.
Lofts one high and deep. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Comes out throwing on first down. Working the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. That's a live ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot...
He's got it down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. On the run, still looking. He'll throw one to his right. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Quickly to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running back searching for a hole. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Notre Dame right back to the line.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quick toss. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 36, Jacksonville State, 15.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Coming after it. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Gets it out fast. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Irish back on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Trying to get to him.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Quarterback will keep it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Now adjusting. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Pressure coming. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flipping forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And it's good enough for a first down.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for you.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports